What is going on, guys? What is going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back into another video. Welcome back into KB Sports Talk. My pre-recorded kind of show. I do this live every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, if you guys didn't know. But this is the pre-recorded version. This is me just talking football in general. And I want to talk about the Tennessee Titans because a lot of it just resonates with me a little bit being a Giants fan. I see a lot of stuff that kind of relate as a Giants fan. Now, we've seen against the Denver Broncos, the Titans just get shut out and just demolished by the Denver Broncos. That strong O-line allowed 7 sacks by the Denver Broncos, who didn't have their first sack until week 4, or they had their first sack week 4. They had 5 sacks in the past 5 games, and they allowed 7 to the Denver Broncos, again, who had 5 sacks in 5 games, 7 in 1 game. So that strong O-line wasn't really where it was. Now, we're going to get to Marcus Mariota in a second, but one thing I got to say, Mike Vrabel should not be the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. I'm seeing it from Titans fans. They're not very happy about him. None of them were really happy about the hire. A lot of fans that I see making videos think that the Titans settled for this, maybe for familiarity or because of Mike Vrabel's name in the NFL being from the Bill Belichick line. As they beat Bill Belichick last year, they killed him last year. That's pretty much all he's good for, really. He's a great defensive mind. He's a defensive coordinator in Houston, but they weren't that good. But and he was a good linebackers coach as well. But they more so hired him because he's a leader of men, and I love leaders of men. Mike Tomlin, Pat Shurmur, Tom Coughlin. A lot of these guys are leaders of men. I mentioned Pat Shurmur because he just is. I know he's not one of the most relevant head coaches right now in the NFL, but as a Giants fan, that's one of the names that come up to mind as a leader of men. To me. But same thing with Pat Shurmur as Mike Vrabel is, okay? Both of them are great defensive minds, possibly very good coordinators, but they're just not good head coaches at managing things and they're great leaders of men. I get it, right? Pat Shurmur. Everybody loves playing for Pat Shurmur. Everybody loves playing for Mike Vrabel. Why isn't these teams winning? And the Titans, if you look at their roster, they are stacked, especially at the skill positions on the offense. Marcus Mariota is not playing ever to what he was supposed to be coming out of Oregon. We never seen a consistent Marcus Mariota. We've seen glimpses like week 1 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against Jameis Winston, where he killed that team for 42 points, right? Well, the defense had a pick 6, so I guess like 38 points or something like that, or 35 points, something like that, right? But we see Marcus Mariota glimpses of his greatness, but against the Denver Broncos, we've seen him get benched for Ryan Tannehill. Not that it was any better, but they were moving the football down the field. Marcus Mariota, I'll tell you what his problem is. Marcus Mariota doesn't have a problem with his arm strength, doesn't have a problem with his accuracy, doesn't have a problem with making certain reads. He just has no sense of awareness, and he has no sense of urgency. The guy just looks like he's just chilling. Just like he just smoked a joint or two and I'm just relaxed. I'm cool, calm, and collected. I'm just here in the pocket. Oh, the pocket's moving a little bit. Let me sway this way. Oh my God, I've been sacked. That's pretty much what you see from Marcus Mariota. And against the Denver Broncos is exactly, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about if you just watched the Broncos game. This has been a problem for years now. I love Marcus Mariota. I loved him coming out of college. I loved his ability. His ability to get out the pocket. He's one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the NFL, and you would never know it. If you watched only one game of Marcus Mariota, and that game was against the Denver Broncos, you're like, this guy doesn't move in the pocket. This guy is not a dual threat. This guy doesn't have legs. He looks so lazy, running, getting out the pocket. He'll step up in the pocket, tuck it, and run right into a Denver defender. I'm talking right into a Denver defender, as if you were playing Madden and your controller dies and your player just keeps moving. That's exactly what it looked like. There was one sack in particular where he does exactly like in this game. And this is not the first time that I've seen it from Marcus Mariota. He has no sense of awareness. His pocket presence is absolutely horrid. It's one of the worst pocket presence I've seen in a quarterback in a ever. A starting quarterback, and a high potential quarterback, a high ceiling quarterback. Terrible awareness. No sense of urgency. Never really puts the team on his back. Now, I'm not going to come out here and say I watched every Titans game because I haven't. right? But there's no way you can't move down the field. And this may be play calling as well. Looking at that Titans game, they didn't run a lot of short plays. They ran a lot of vertical type stuff, a lot of corner routes, a lot of seams, a lot of goes, right? Because of the talent that they have there at wide receiver, but it's just not working. The play calling definitely has to get better. The offensive line definitely has to get better. Derrick Henry definitely needs to get consistent. But there are quarterbacks in worse situations doing better than Marcus Mariota. Now, I firmly believe if the Titans, lose out, I'm not going to say tank, but if they just are so bad and so inconsistent, they go 6-10, 5-11 this year. They need to go out and get themselves a quarterback. Move on from Marcus Mariota. I know I'm a huge fan of Marcus Mariota. Maybe Tennessee Titans fans are huge fans of Marcus Mariota too. Don't want to really let go of him because of his potential. You just got to let him go, man. You just got to let him go. He's not a good fit there. Wait for a Tua. Wait for a Trevor Lawrence in next year's draft. Wait for a Fromm. People aren't really liking Fromm after what happened on Saturday, but wait for another quarterback. Get yourself another quarterback and try again, because this team, you're not going to have it for very long. The defense is strong. The skill players on the offense are great. Delaney Walker is near towards the end of his career. Jonnu Smith seems like a very decent tight end, a little inconsistent, but a decent tight end. Corey Davis is fitting in his role as a number 2/number 3 wide receiver. Very overrated for a number 5 overall pick, but it is what it is. But A.J. Brown is exactly what Corey Davis should have been. They got exactly that with A.J. Brown, getting him in the second round. Derrick Henry needs to get a little consistent. Maybe you could pick up a running back in free agency or the draft. This team, you're not going to have all these great players in these skill positions and things like that for very long. Go out there and get yourself another quarterback. Let Marcus Mariota walk. He'll probably play for another team. I'm sure he'll have a job somewhere else. But that's the big problem with me. It's Marcus Mariota. And I know a lot of people don't want to blame Marcus Mariota, but it is. It is at the end of the day. Now, I know Ryan Tannehill didn't have much more success, if not any, when he stepped in for the Broncos. The Broncos were just on a roll. Ryan Tannehill was thrown into the fire. Okay, he was thrown into a fire. He was thrown into a pot that was already burning. It was already burning. The oil, there's too much oil in there. It was bubbling up, and they just threw him in there like French fries. Boom. You ever throw French fries in there? You ever throw French fries in your pot while the oil's already burning up? You throw it in there and crackle, and your French fries are instantly cooked. That's exactly what Ryan Tannehill was being thrown against a very fired up Denver Broncos defense. So that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I will see you guys in the next video. Let's go, baby.